Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Beauty Over 50. Yes guys, I am coming back with another makeup video for you guys. Yes, you can already see that I do have one eye done to save some time. So basically this is going to be a step-by-step, another but this one is going to be an everyday makeup look basically. So that's what we're going to do. So I did do one of my brows, my eye, like I said, to save some time here. But first we're going to give an honor to God, who is the head of my life. And now we can get started with the video. We're just going to jump right into the video. So the only thing I did, guys, before I came on here, and maybe next time I will do this with you guys on here, I went in with this face mask right here, and I got these at my Dollar General actually, and these are pretty good. This is a cucumber mask, takes down the swelling and the inflammation if you have anything on your face. So that's what I did. I went in with that before I came on camera. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into doing my brows. I want to go step by step with you guys so you guys can see what I'm doing. And also, you can actually follow along with me if you want to. You can actually put your makeup on with me. So let's jump right into it. So I already laid my brows down, and what I laid them down is with the clear mascara. Let me show you guys. Great Lash. That's what it is. This is what I use. This works for me. I am going to try, different things to lay my brows down. But this is a pencil I got from my beauty supply store, and it's pretty good. Auto eyebrow, that's what it says here. So we're just gonna go in, and I'm gonna show you guys how I did my brow over here, and we're gonna jump right into this look so you guys can follow along if you want to. I just thought that was a good idea, as I'm putting on my makeup, you guys can also follow along if you want to, especially for my women, over 50. Yeah, I need to change that, but I'm just going to keep it at 50 because, hey, I'm getting older, guys. Almost in my 60s. I will be in my 60s in a minute, to be honest with you. So basically, guys, I'm just going up under my regular, just tracing the outline of my brow. What is this? Okay. Now, remind me tomorrow. Okay. We're going to... Alright guys, back to what I'm saying. Basically, I just follow the outline of my regular eyebrow here. I clean my brow up a little bit, and then I just go in with a pencil. Get one of your choosing. This one is pretty cheap. This is $1.99 at my beauty supply store. I am going to be trying different ones, affordable ones. So when I do try them, I will come on here and let you guys know. I sure will. So this is going to be an everyday makeup look. Pretty quick with the eye makeup. So I'm just going in now. I'm filling in my brow, just filling in the spaces where basically I don't have no hair. But that's okay. We're going to fill that right on in like so, And then we're going to jump right into concealing up under the brows. It's okay if you do mess up on your brows. That's okay, because the shaping comes in when you get ready to conceal your brow, basically. So just darkening that up just a tad bit. The only thing I don't like about this, it keeps retracting back into the pencil. That's the only thing I don't like about this. So like I said, I'm going to be trying new ones out. I do like the color. The color is perfect for me. I don't want anything too harsh, you know, for my brows. I just want to try to keep them as natural as possible, you know, like so. So we're going to go in. Let me blend this out just a little bit, not much, just a little bit. And then we're going to go right on in and conceal them real quick. I hate that one brow always come out better than the other. Every single time. I try to get them as even as possible. Sometimes, hey, it don't work out for me sometimes. So I'm going to take, this is my angle brush from Morphe. And the number again on this is M165. And it looks like this. Just a regular angle brush. And I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the one I'm using tonight. This one is in Deep Honey. This is the color that I'm using, Deep Honey. So I'm just going to basically just go right in with my brush here. So I'm just using this to go up under the brows. I like to just use a concealer to go up under the brows, and I use my foundation to go in on top of my brows. So let's get this going. And ladies, take your time while you're doing this right here. This part. Just take your time. You know, if you want to, you know, stamp it on there like that, you can. You know, like if you're doing a cut crease. That works for me sometimes. Sometimes I just go right on in and, you know, just go right on down like so. And then start bringing that down. I like this color here, the Deep Honey, on my complexion, especially for an everyday look. It's not too loud, and it's, you know, it's not out there. So yes, I do like it for an everyday look. So just tapping that just to blend it more. And just bringing that down and using the rest of the concealer that I have on my brush to just go ahead and conceal the whole eye. I'm not, you know, putting nothing special on. Like I say, this is an everyday look. Something quick, easy, fast to get out the door. So that's what we're doing, but I will be going step by step. Everything I did to that eye, I will be doing to this one. So we're gonna put the top back on there. And how is everybody doing out there in YouTube land? I hope you guys are doing great. I'm gonna take that and Brush that off. Then I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush, a buffer brush, and I'm going to start blending this in like so. Just in tapping motions. And just tap that in until basically this concealer right here dries pretty quick. So you don't have to sit and wait too much, you know, just tap it in, take your time, ladies, and tap it in like so. Just tap, you know. So all you have to do. See, I like that color. You know, if I wanted a bright look, I would use a brighter concealer basically. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. translucent powder. This powder here, I do like this. I mean, it is very fine, very fine meal. So I am liking this because I do have, you know, dry skin, and this is very light to use. That's why I like it. It's a very light powder. It's not a heavy powder, and I really like it. You know, some of the things that I stopped using, I'm finding myself gravitating back towards a lot of makeup products that I quit using. So just tap that on there like that. Basically, that's it. We're going to clean that up a little bit around the eye here. Yeah, it's all right. Now we have our eye concealed. We have all that done. And we're going to take our angle brush, and the foundation that we're going to go in with today is the Maybelline. Yep, this is the Maybelline 30-Hour Active Wear. And the color that I am using is 360. There it goes right here. 360. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and put it on my, just a little bit on my angle brush, just to conceal the top of my bra here. Probably put a little too much, but that's okay. Yeah, I did. So let me wipe some of that off. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just start tapping motions. Sometimes I do my tapping motions, and sometimes I just sort of know how I feel at the time, you know. And this right here dries so quick. So I'm just going to blend it with my finger real quick here. Try to lift up so you guys can basically see what I'm doing here. Come over here a little bit. Just clean it up. That's why I say if you do mess up your concealer, all of that's going to clean it up. Just take your time and, hey, do the best you can do. You see, it's just a quick everyday look, so it's not like we're, you know, going out or anything or going to church. So it's just an everyday look. Alrighty, we just take that blending brush and just do a little bit of extra blending here. Alright, right in here. I need to kind of define that a little bit right in here. Just tapping motions, trying to make this as even as the other one over here. Okay, and there we have it. That is our frog. Now we're going to jump right into our eyeshadow palette. The palette we're going to be going in is Profusion, and these are the colors. Very still like a neutral look to me, but you know, with darker colors, burgundy colors, and I really like it. So basically right now I'm going to take this dark color right here up top, and this is a Real Techniques brush, more like a flat brush. So we're just going to take quite a bit of that. The only thing I don't like about these palettes, they are very affordable. If you want something just to throw on real quick, you really can. So we're just going to tap that on our eye like so. Don't be scared, ladies, to use your palette. And I'm going to just take it in just a little bit, like right about in here. But we're going to tap that color on. I'm gonna do a round eyeshadow look one day. I just love the angle look on my eyes because it suits my eyes. That's why I do the angle over here in the corner, you know. So just tapping that on like so. And then I'm going to take my, no, don't want that one, don't want that. We're going to go into, this is another Morphe. Let me tell you what brush I am using. This one is M330, and this has a tapered, this is a tapered blending brush. And we're going to take this color right here. This is more like a lighter burgundy. So we're going to like put that right here on the top, like so. And tap that in until you get your desired look, and then you can start blending the color in. I like that color. It is very gorgeous to me. So I'm going to start blending that in like so. You can blend it up towards, you know, your eye if you want to. You probably went a little bit too far up on that one. So let me kind of match that over here. And I'm noticing one thing about Profusion. Yeah, this could be an everyday palette because the eyeshadow do disappear. I'm noticing that. It's the first time that ever happened with me using Profusion. It's usually pretty good. Profusion is really pretty good. So just touching up that makeup on that side also. So I'm going to go back into that dark brown. That's just to put that right in the crease right there, and in there. Then I'm going to pick up another flat brush, and we're going to go into this shimmer color right here. It's more of a burgundy burgundy brown color, and we're going to just put this in our lid area like so. Yeah, And once we're done putting this in our lid area, we will be done with our eyes. That was pretty quick, but one thing I noticed about this, you do have to pile this on to even see it. The reason why it didn't bother me so much, because like I said, this is an everyday look. I'm not going too much nowhere, just running some errands and to the grocery store. So yeah, up early this morning putting this video out, and like I said, I hope everybody out there is doing great. So I'm just piling this on. Yeah, you got to do a lot of piling with this. So I'm going to take it and feather that in to this right here, like so. I do like the color though. It's not too loud, you know, because I love my golds, don't get me wrong, but I wanted to try a different lid color, and I did not want to do a cut crease because this was an everyday look. So we're going to go back into that dark brown color, and we're going to pack that on now. Just take it and pack it on. We're not even going to add no black to the corner, the outer bead. We're not going to add no black. We're just going to pack that on like that. You guys can see it. I hope you guys can see the colors. And then I'm going to take I'm looking for a flatter brush, but this will work. This is another Morphe. I will tell you that in a minute. So I'm going to take, what color was that? This matte color right here. And just a little bit, because basically I want to put this kind of right on the bra bone, like so. Put a little bit more over here. Blend that out. The reason why I'm packing this on, like I said, I don't normally have problems with perfusion palettes. They're actually pretty good. I'm just, this one just have a lot of fallout, as you can see. Yeah, a lot of fallout. So I haven't put my foundation on yet, and I'm glad I did not do that. So we're gonna go into my favorite liner, and that is e.l.f. Love e.l.f. liners. So you guys already know one thing about me. If you follow me, I love my wing liners. And oh, I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you for joining Beauty Over 50. So we're just going to take that and outline that there, and then we're going to go in. Let me get a little bit closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. And we're going to go like right about there. Bring that in like that. And then we're going to fill this in. One thing I like about the e.l.f. liner, the brush is awesome. It's very, very thin. This is what I used to use when I was in high school. We only had the liners with the brushes on the end of the tip. Yeah, if you didn't learn how to put that on, you just didn't put on no liner, basically. So there you have it. Came out pretty good. Let's try to even it up a little bit now. And right in here. Even it up. Now, if you want to, you can take some black eyeshadow and just dot it right over there. This is matte enough because, you know, e.l.f. liners are pretty matte. So we're going to take a black pencil and put it in our waterline. Just a little bit. Goes a long way. Put that right there. Alright guys, there you have it, and we're going to take our color corrector. Hang on. Alright, we're going to try to get that fallout, some of that fallout, but I'm just going to take one dot, and that is too much. I'm always putting too much of that on. So I'm just going to take an angle brush. I got this one off of Amazon. You know how you get those brushes with no names on them? But they work out pretty good. And they're very affordable. So this is the color corrector. Now if you don't need to use color corrector, hey, you're blessed. You know, but hey, as we age, we have to do little things that we have to do. So that's that. I did put some over here, but I don't want too much because I don't want my concealer to, I try to go as less as possible up under the eyes. That's what I do. Now, what I'm going to do is go back into that Tarte Shape Tape. And I'm going to take my angle brush again. Just go in it just a little bit. You don't need much. And I'm going to straighten my liner. Let me turn it this way. Basically, I'm going to tap it like if I was doing a cut crease to sharpen that liner, and then we're going to bring it down just like we conceal our brows. Now this is a step you don't have to do. I'm just showing it just in case if you do a wing liner and you mess up, you can always straighten it up. Which looked like I kind of probably made it worse. But that's okay. Hey, it's just an everyday look. Then I take my blender and I go back in and I just blend that in like so. Basically, you guys get it. Just trying to make it a little sharper than what it is. Now, if I was going to church somewhere like that, yes, I will make sure that it's very, very, very sharp. So right now, I'm going to put some glue on my lash. And lashes that I am going in with is Kiss, guys. Kiss. You can get these at your Walgreens, you know, your CVS, your drugstore, basically. And they're not that expensive. They're very affordable. And I do like the Kiss lashes. These are more my style. You know, if I want to make them a little thicker, all you have to do is just throw some mascara on them, and there you have it. That's all you gotta do, ladies. So I hope everybody's getting ready for Christmas, guys. Yes, yes, yes. And oh, I will be announcing, I did start another channel. It's basically a more serious channel that I am, you know, telling you guys my journey. You can learn a little bit more about me, and I'm talking about the Lord. And the name of the channel, the name of the new channel is Time to Heal the Heart. And you guys can go over there, subscribe, check it out if you want to. I started the channel like 6 months ago, and I needed to study some more. So before I can start releasing on my channel, I had to get an okay from God, you know, to make sure it was okay for me to start releasing content on that channel. So that's what I started doing, releasing content on that channel, telling you a little bit about my journey and my story, and how God have, you know, brought me out of different situations. So we're going to pop this lash on. One thing about the kids' lashes, they do go on easier than those long ones. I be tussling with them long ones. I should have cut this, but that's okay. Just plop it on. Like so. And I usually take the end of the, and just go like that. Hit it a little bit there. Hit it and miss it. Oops. And I go back in sometime with my outliner to like fill it in. Like that. And that's all, folks, for the eyes. Alright, now I'm going to put on my primer. Apply my primer. And the primer we're going in with tonight is Milk. I'm loving this, guys. If you do not have this, if you have dry skin, this is your best friend. You have to go and buy you one. I highly recommend this primer right here. Yes. Anything, you know, silicone, well, feels silicone. So I'm just going to tap that all over like so, and then rub it in. I don't know why my hands always look so dark on camera. My God. Like I'm, ooh. It's the lighting, guys. I'm going to have to work on that. But in the meantime, alright. Oh, I love this primer. I just love that primer. So I am going to take, this is a setting spray also, and this is from Milk also. You could try that also if you want to. I'm just going to spray this on my foundation brush. And we're going to put on our foundation. Yes, we are. Where you at? Where you at? All right, Maybelline 30-hour wear. I'm going to do a wear test on this, guys. I have to. I used to do those back in the day, and they were pretty fine. So I think I'm going to try doing it again. So let's put this on. And this dries really fast. Now this is the first time me trying this one, this foundation here. This foundation, ooh, you gotta work fast with this. I noticed it dried when I was using it. Using it for my putting it on top of my eyebrows. I'm still gonna go in with my beauty blender because I do love a full coverage makeup. Make sure you get your neck, ladies. Okay, let's see, do we have enough on our brush to just pat that in. It's matte too, I tell you that. It's matte, all right. Yes, it is. Now, the ones I was using, let me see, it was the 24-hour color stay. I think this is Revlon. This is the one. I love this one. This one, oh, is basically one of my favorites. But color stay, that is a very good affordable foundation. But this one is matte. Okay. It don't look half bad, guys. It don't look half bad. All right. My goodness. It seems like it's more on a cooler side because I do like a red all right. It's so matte I don't even have to use a beauty blender, but I'm gonna I already had one wet, so this is my jumbo one. I love this, just to see if anything's gonna come off, and voila, nothing is coming off. Look at this, guys. Nothing. Wow. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. I'm liking the foundation, but it's matte. Yeah. All right. Now what we're gonna go in with, because I know, well, we can do the Tarte Shape Tape. We're gonna go back in with Deep Honey, and we're going to put that up under our eyes here, like so, and around here. And then you're going in with this. This is, I think, yeah, this is a little mattifying also. But don't get me wrong, I do love mattes, basically. Okay. Let me just try to put a tiny line down my nose. A little bit here on the forehead. A little bit here on the cheek. I'm trying to think, do I want to do that or not? I ain't finna do all that because, like I said, this is an everyday look. So I'm going to take my smaller Real Techniques and we're going to pat this in. Now, I love the way this Tarte Shape Tape just blends out. I love it. Yes, I do. Even though the e.l.f., you know, it is a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape to me, I would still go buy my Tarte Shape Tape. Yeah. So but it is affordable. It really is, guys. So if you don't have it, you know, I think you get it at Ulta, one of the stores, Ulta or Sephora. So we're gonna try to take that like so. We'll blend that out up here a little bit. Eyebrows, I should have put some over there and right here. Let's try to blend that in. Okay. And make sure, ladies, if you're doing this, make sure you blending. Blending is all about the blend. It's all about the blend. All right. And then we can contour our nose just a little bit. Now, I'm going to go back in with my honey. This is my favorite powder. It's the honey and Fenty. And this is a damp beauty blender. So I'm just going to go in like this. I do not bake. It dries me out. So that's one thing I do not do is bake. I normally just tap. Put too much in there, but that's okay. I normally tap this on to my skin. Basically, just tap it right in. Just blend it. Just keep blending it until, and if you start getting a little powdery, the setting spray that you use, it will take that powdery it'll take the powdery feeling, you know, the powderiness, it'll take it away, it'll remove it. So, wow, I haven't used this in a while. You know, if you want that bright under eye, this is the brightest I would go for my complexion, basically. I wouldn't go no brighter. Not at all. Let's get right here. Under those eyes, like so. And our chin. Yeah, I haven't used this in a minute, guys. Smile lines. All right. Oh, how about one thing? Forehead. Can't forget that. We did wherever we put concealer at, that's where we want to put some powder at. Down our nose a little bit. Okay. Alrighty. And this is honey from Fenty Beauty. Love her products also. Alright. Now, what we're going to do here next, we're going to take another product from Fenty Beauty, and this is Mocha Mami. I love this because I love the color. You can contour with this. It's not a real heavy contour. It's courting on, you know, where you're going. If you're going out or whatever, then you may want that heavy contour. But me, no. So I'm taking an angle brush, and I'm just going to put a little here. You can see it. Oh, excuse me. You can see it a little bit, like so, like that. And basically, guys, this is basically all I'm going to be using for my blush. Just say, blend that in real good. It's a contour, but it's a very light contour. Very light. So we're going to put some around our forehead. You know, it's there, but it's, you know, it's not all that bright. So take that, just blend, put a little more color to your face, more like a bronzer, basically, more like a bronzer. So it's all about that blend, guys. Yeah, wow, I haven't worn that in a while. I forgot how bright it make my under eye look. But that's okay. Once I spray it with my what I'm thinking about doing, if I can find it, go in with just a little blush, and this is going to be MAC, taking the same brush and just dabbing it on there just a little bit like that. Okay, like so. Forehead a little bit on the side of her nose. So you just want a little. I'm gonna go back into Fenty Beauty and use that as a contour, just a quick little contour. Like so. Bring that in the middle a little bit. There we have it. Okay, here we have that. Bring it out. Okay. Alrighty. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to take a very, well, we can do our angle brush. Just take that mascara off of that one. And we're going to use the same Mocha Mami. And we're going to put that up under our eyes. Like so. Alrighty. Oh, get in my eye a little bit. Alright, let's do the other side. We're not even going to put a highlight in the middle of the eye. Like I said, we don't need all of that. Just kind of smear that out a little bit up under the eye. Like so. And there you have that. Like that. Alright, lip liner. No, I'm not putting on no, I was thinking about putting a light, no, that's too much. It's just an everyday look. I mean, you can if you want to, but basically this is basically a matte look, basically. So, just going to outline the lips. hope I didn't go too fast for you guys to follow along if you wanted to. Okay. Color that in just a little bit. Now I'm tossed. I don't know what color to go in with. So, I could just use this as a color. But we have to find a lippy. And we're going to go in with Maybelline Color Stay. Let's try this color right here. Yep. Perfect. This is going to dry down as a matte. Love it, love it, love it, love the color. Alright. Alright. Now, last but not least, we're going to take our Morphe spray. This is the best. I highly recommend this, ladies. Highly. When you buy it, if you already used it, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't have it, go purchase it. It is a lifesaver. And it just missed out. It's not like those heavy sprays or anything. I just go crazy with it. Yes, I do. And I would take my big beauty blender and just tap everywhere until it dries. See, it took that powdery, all that powder away. Oh man, I did forget one thing. And actually, I can still do it. So I'm going to take my powder brush and my MAC powder, and this is in NW50. Since it don't look like we got no powder on it at all after we sprayed that, we're just going to blend everything. That's what I forgot to do, just blend everything. So just powder down everything. All right. And there we have it. The finished look, guys. Let me take this hair down. Got some rubber band that got stuck in it. Whew. All right. Let's see which way I want to put it quick. Maybe up this way like this. Comb it out. Your ring stuck. All right. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Yeah, it's pretty long, guys. I love a wing liner, and I love a long wig. Yes, I do. So here we go. I just put it like this for the video purpose. I can't wear it like this because this will get on my last nerve. But pretty much here we go. This is the final look. Hope you guys like the look. Let me come up a little closer so you guys can see what it looked like. Oh wow, I did forget something. And hold on, wait a minute. Where is it at? I know I set it up here. Or did I? Tell me I have to use a... Don't y'all hate when y'all know y'all had something and it's right in front of my eyes and I know it is. Okay, yep, there it is. Didn't want that one. Wanted this one. Just to show you guys, like I say, if you want your lashes, and this I got from my beauty supply store, and this one's one something, $1.40 Just want to bring out my bottom lashes here. That's what I have to do. Now me myself, I will not bring out my top lashes. No, you can put mascara on them and yeah, they will look nice and full, but I'm good. I just want to put some here on the bottom. Just a little grab would do ya. Like so. And this will complete our look. Welcome all my new subscribers to my channel. This is Beauty Over 50. Oh wow, my nail just broke. Oh well. It always happens. Something always breaking. Drop something. Alright guys, this is the look. I hope you guys like it. I think it came out pretty good. It was pretty quick. Pretty quick, very, very simple and very easy. And if you guys followed along, hey, I'm glad you did. But you can always rewind and play it back and follow along. So basically this was another start to finish, and if you wanted to, like I said, follow along. So you guys, I'm gonna get out of here, sign off. Keep your head up and keep the faith. Always keep the faith, and God is with you. God love all of you. I love all of you, and I will connect with you guys in my next video. Bye bye guys. Have a great night, guys.